We need to talk about what's going on in the industry right now. The prop firm industry is massively changing so rapidly right now that it's hard for both traders and firms to keep up with all of the news and all of the changes that we're seeing. The reality is almost every single trader has been impacted by something in this industry over the last couple of weeks. And in this video, I want to talk about specifically what's going on and what the future looks like. To help you better understand what's going on in the industry, I think the most useful approach would be to discuss what's been happening at Lark Funding and all of the changes that we've been going through, because we are not unique in this sense. Pretty much every single firm has been going through a similar situation to us. So basically all of this started just a few weeks ago when we announced that as of March 1st, we would no longer be offering accounts with 8cap. Now, we don't ever want to speak on behalf of another company. We don't know what their internal operations look like. So rather than going into details specifically of why that happened, we'll just leave it at that. But as of March 1st, we said that we would no longer be accepting new purchases with 8cap. And our initial thought was that we would be migrating all active MT4 and MT5 accounts over to Think Markets. But it turns out a few days later, we realized that again, that would no longer be a solution. We then announced that also, as of March 1st, all active accounts under Think Markets, MT4, MT5, would no longer be available to trade on. We needed to find a solution. And that solution was DX Trade. So on February 27th, we migrated every single active account, both US accounts and international accounts, over to DX Trade. Now, all progress that traders had on these accounts, whether they were up 1%, 5%, down 2%, the exact account balance was transferred over. So no progress was lost. That was our number one priority. On top of that, as a one-time courtesy to improve the situation, we upgraded every single account to have double leverage for free, as well as the no stop loss option. So normally you have to pay during checkout for these upgrades, but we gave every single active account those upgrades for free. Once we went live with DX Trade on February 27th, US clients were once again able to purchase new evaluations with us. And moving forward, every single evaluation that was purchased would be on the DX Trade platform, and we were no longer offering MT4 or MT5. Now, this transition is very similar to what we have seen with other firms across the industry. And understandably, it's a difficult time for traders, both US traders that seem to be going through more restrictions than traders from other countries, and traders just around the world. You see, many traders grew up and started their trading journey trading MT4 and MT5. And so learning a new platform can be daunting. I remember the first time I logged into MT4 and it looked like a completely foreign language to me. But of course, over time, you grasp it. And so I've been really happy to see in our Discord and even online social media just how much traders have been adapting to DX Trade. They've been approaching it with patience. And we have shared a bunch of different YouTube videos and guidelines and references on how to use the platform and how to better understand how things work. So before we move forward, I think it's important to note that, if you started trading around the same time that I did back in 2016, you used to have to grow a small personal trading account. There was no prop firms. The evaluation industry was not by any means what it is today. And that was incredibly difficult, trying to grow a $500, $1,000 account. And so while this is an unfortunate and difficult time for many traders, I am extremely confident that traders will adapt. Worst case scenario, traders will only log into DX Trade to execute their trades. Traders can continue to use TradingView for all of their analysis and then just hop into DX Trade to take the trades. But all that to say, now that all evaluations are on DX Trade and traders are needing to adapt, the question is, where do we go from here? And the good news is, I think we have some very exciting things in the pipeline. So regarding the future, here are some things that we are working very hard at Lark Funding to introduce. First off, we are working to onboard a new broker. This will give traders more variety and more options during checkout, which we think is very important. This new broker will be bringing MT5. They will make MT5 available to non-US, non-Canadian traders. And so I think for international traders, this is fantastic. To have MT5 as an available option will be fantastic. It's familiar, it is well known, and so we're working very hard to introduce that. What I am personally most excited for is C Trader. I first got funded with FTMO and they were offering C Trader. Even when I was trading my personal account, it was with C Trader. C Trader is an amazing platform. I honestly don't know why it is not more popular, but it's fantastic. For a period of time, I wasn't even using TradingView anymore. I was doing all of my analysis directly in CTrader. And so we are super excited to be introducing CTrader within the month of March. We're working really hard to get it out as soon as possible. Unfortunately, it won't be available for US traders, but it will be available for international traders. And I'm very confident that for those that try it, even if it's their first time, they're going to absolutely love it. I'm super hyped for it. So we've got new broker, MT5 CTrader. We are also working on Match Trade. Match Trade is another well-known platform that will be available to US clients. We put a poll up recently on our Twitter asking traders if they prefer DX Trade or Match Trade, and I believe the results of that poll is that more traders prefer Match Trade, and so it's just going to provide an additional option. Lastly, if that is not enough, we are working on another platform, which is ThinkTrader. ThinkTrader is the in-house platform offered by Think Markets. They built it themselves, and I think that this is going to be a very interesting option for traders because there is going to be a TradingView integration. It might not be available right at the onset. However, the idea of ThinkTrader is to be able to integrate into TradingView, and so I think that's going to make the entire trading experience way more seamless for traders that want to continue using TradingView. I mean, what trader doesn't use TradingView? So I think CTrader is a great option if you're looking to be able to do all of your charting and execution in the same platform, but otherwise you're going to need to find a way to integrate with TradingView, and we're confident that ThinkTrader is going to be the option for that. Overall, this is a crazy time for both traders and firms, but at the end of the day, the traders that are the most resilient and the most patient and that don't quit and remain optimistic are the ones that are going to succeed. I traded for almost 5 years without making a single dollar before I was eventually able to go full-time and live 100% off my trading income for 2 years, 2020 to 2022. But when things got difficult all the years prior, if I had quit, that opportunity never would have arose. And so for any of you out there that are struggling, that are worried about these transitions, the promise that we make at Lark Funding is that we will always do whatever it takes to provide the most options and the best options to traders. We are always working around the clock to provide the best customer service, some of the most competitive evaluations out there, and all at great prices. And that is the commitment that we make to you. So if you're struggling, stay patient, keep going. We'll see you in the next one. If you have any comments, drop them down below. And until then, peace.